The United States is making one of the most strategic energy moves of the decade, and at first glance, it almost looks invisible. No massive new nuclear plant rising from the ground. No dramatic skyline of cooling towers being built overnight. No single megaproject with a ribbon-cutting ceremony designed to dominate the headlines. Instead, the real maneuver is happening inside the nuclear fleet America already owns. And that is what makes this story so powerful. According to Reuters, the U.S. Department of Energy is moving forward with a program called UPRISE, short for Utility Power Reactor Incremental Scaling Effort. Its mission is both add 2.5 gigawatts of new nuclear capacity by 2027 and 5 gigawatts by 2029. To understand the scale of that number, 5 gigawatts is roughly the equivalent of adding 5 large nuclear reactors to the American grid. Here's the twist. Washington wants to do it without building 5 brand new reactors from scratch. That is the hidden play. Instead of waiting a decade or more for new nuclear construction, the United States is looking at its existing plants and asking a very American question: how much more power can we extract from what we already built? If you want to understand how engineering, infrastructure, and national ambition reveal the real strategic power of the United States, subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Here, every project tells a bigger story about technology, energy dominance, and the future of American strength. Your support helps us keep bringing powerful analysis about the machines, systems, and decisions shaping tomorrow. First signpost on this road is financing. According to Reuters, the Office of Energy Dominance Financing has $289 billion in available loan authority and can provide up to 80% financing for eligible projects under attractive interest rates. That is not just a financial detail. That is the engine of the strategy. Nuclear upgrades are expensive, complex, and highly regulated. Utilities may know that adding capacity is technically possible, but the financial risk can delay action for years. UPRISE is designed to reduce that hesitation. The second signpost is the technology itself: power uprates. A power uprate means modifying an existing nuclear plant so it can safely generate more electricity. According to the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission, these changes can involve instrumentation, control systems, turbines, pumps, generators, transformers, and other power generation equipment. In simple terms, the reactor stays in place, the site stays in place, the grid connection stays in place, but the plant becomes stronger. And this is not theory. According to Reuters, since the 1970s, the NRC has approved 171 nuclear power uprates, adding about 8 gigawatts of capacity by January 2022. According to the NRC's own public information, uprates approved over the past 20 years alone have added around 6 gigawatts to the US grid, the equivalent of 6 large reactors. That means America has already proven this model works. UPRISE is not inventing a new trick, it is scaling a proven one. Third signpost is timing. The United States does not have the luxury of moving slowly. Artificial intelligence, semiconductor manufacturing, advanced industry, electrification, and data centers are creating a new electricity race. According to the Associated Press, the U.S. nuclear fleet includes 94 reactors and protoses, about 19% of America's electricity. That makes nuclear power one of the country's most important sources of around-the-clock electricity, the kind of power data centers and factories cannot replace with promises or slogans. This is why the 5 gigawatt target matters. It is not just about clean energy. It is about strategic capacity. A nation that wants to lead in artificial intelligence must control the power behind artificial intelligence. A nation that wants to dominate advanced manufacturing must guarantee stable electricity for advanced manufacturing. And a nation that wants energy independence cannot rely only on a weather-dependent generation when the digital economy demands power every second of the day. According to Reuters, the NRC expects requests for another 32 power uprates by 2032, which could add 2.4 gigawatts of generation from the existing fleet. Reuters also reported that the Department of Energy sees a longer-term potential of 4 to 5 additional gigawatts from uprates by 2035. And a total domestic uprate potential of up to 17 gigawatts. That is the real scale of the hidden resource, not one plant, not one company, but an entire nuclear fleet waiting to be optimized. And then comes the other part of the strategy: restarting dormant nuclear plants. According to Reuters, the restarted facilities such as Holtec's Palisades plant in Michigan, Constellation's Crane Clean Energy Center, formerly 3 Mile Island in Pennsylvania, and NextEra's Duan-Arnold plant in Iowa could add roughly 2.2 gigawatts of new nuclear capacity. These are not ordinary restarts. They are signals that the United States is reconsidering assets once viewed as closed chapters and turning them back into instruments of national power. Tech giants see it too. According to Reuters, Microsoft has signed a power purchase agreement connected to Constellation's Crane Clean Energy Center, while Google has signed an agreement tied to NextEra's Duane Arnold facility. These companies are not simply buying electricity, they are buying certainty. They need power that can run constantly, at enormous scale with lower carbon emissions, and with enough reliability to support the growth of artificial intelligence. Meta is also part of this story. According to Reuters, Vistra announced a 20-year power purchase agreement to provide more than 2.6 gigawatts of nuclear power to Meta's AI data centers in the PJM region, including 433 megawatts from power uprates. That one deal reveals the new energy logic of the AI era. Data centers are no longer just digital infrastructure, they are recombinant energy infrastructure. And the companies that control the electricity will help control the future of computing. The major nuclear operators are preparing to benefit from this shift. Reuters identified Constellation Energy, Vistra Duke Energy, Southern Company, and Energy as key operators positioned for the UPRISE opportunity. Constellation has said it wants to add 1 gigawatt of capacity over the next decade, including 135 megawatts at its Braidwood and Byron Clean Energy centers in northern Illinois. These may sound like technical upgrades, but strategically they are pieces of a larger American energy expansion. Southern Company shows the scale of what this financing model can unlock. According to Reuters, the Office of Energy Dominance Financing announced a $26.5 billion loan package for Southern Company, including financing connected to 6 gigawatts of nuclear generation through uprates and license renewals. Reuters also reported that more than 300 megawatts of nuclear generation through uprates and license renewals. Reuters also reported that more than 300 megawatts of uprates across 6 reactors are included in that package. That is the government using financing as a lever to accelerate industrial capacity. Now zoom out. According to World Nuclear News and other industry reporting, the Trump administration's nuclear agenda aims to expand U.S. nuclear capacity from roughly 100 gigawatts to 400 gigawatts by 2050. That is a 4-fold increase. According to the Associated Press, the administration's executive orders also call for faster nuclear approvals, including an 18-month deadline for NRC project reviews and a push to accelerate advanced reactor development. Supporters see this as the beginning of a nuclear renaissance. Critics warn that regulatory speed must not come at the cost of safety. Either way, the direction is unmistakable. Washington wants nuclear power back at the center of American strategy. Discovery here is bigger than one program. The real treasure is America's hidden nuclear capacity. For decades, the United States built one of the most powerful nuclear fleets on Earth. Now, instead of treating that fleet as a static asset, it is treating it as a platform, something that can be upgraded, expanded, restarted, financed, and connected directly to the industries of the future. That is why UPRISE could shock the world. It does not depend only on futuristic small modular reactors. It does not wait for a perfect new technology to arrive. It starts with what America already has: reactors, grid connections, trained operators, industrial supply chains, and decades of operating experience. Then it adds capital urgency and national strategy. If this works, the impact will go far beyond 5 gigawatts. It will send a message to allies, rivals, investors, and technology companies. The United States is not just trying to consume more power. It is reorganizing its energy system around dominance, nuclear dominance, AI dominance, industrial dominance, and strategic independence. It's the American play: find the hidden capacities, finance the upgrade, accelerate the approval, connect it to the industries that matter, and turn existing infrastructure into future power. The reactors were already there. The grid was already there. The opportunity was waiting. Now Washington is trying to unlock it. This nuclear strategy could become a turning point for the global energy race. Do you believe upgrading existing reactors is the smartest path to America's energy future? Or should the country focus more aggressively on building new nuclear plants from scratch? Leave your opinion in the comments, tell us what city and country you are watching from, and subscribe to the channel for more revelations about the technology, infrastructure, and power moves shaping the world.